Yeah, okay, that's crazy. I did not expect this. I did not expect this to come out just a month or so after I made my Kingdom Hearts pilot video. But the official pilot has been released. I can't find it anymore on YouTube, which means Disney probably took it down, or hey, there might be something going on my side that I don't know about. But I saw the pilot, and it looked good. I'm not even gonna lie, it looked good. It looked promising. There are a few things that I would like to point out here. Seth Kearsley himself pointed this out. The guy who actually made this, but yeah, the characters don't really look like anime characters. They look a lot more like classical Disney characters, or like the characters from that Adam Sandler movie that was animated that the director also worked on. Overall though, like this looked pretty good. It looked pretty promising. I don't think that these designs were really the final designs anyway. I mean, let's be honest, characters go through a lot of different, iterations, and usually the directors are not, the ones who actually design the characters at the end of the day. There are people specifically designated to coming up with model sheets. I mean, Butch Hartman didn't design the final Danny Phantom design. He designed the original, designs, but he didn't design the, official design. There was somebody else who designed that. The only other problems I had with this is that it just felt weird and kind of out of nowhere. A lot of this stuff didn't work as well as it probably would have, because this was supposed to be, I guess, an iteration of the 7th episode, not the first episode. It's a pilot, but let's be honest, most of the time, pilots aren't, the origin story or anything like that. Like Miraculous Ladybug, the pilot, the first episode was literally, they already had their superpowers, everything was already happening, and you wouldn't have understood what was going on unless you watched the episodes that came out after that pilot. God, I'm not making sense right now. But yeah, it also being 11 minutes was kind of weird, but I mean, it's literally an animatic pilot. It's not, this was meant to get the show greenlit. I imagine if it came out, and actually got released, it would be more around 22 minutes, considering that this was back in the day when most cartoons were around 22 to about 30 minutes, and 10-minute cartoons were very rare. But, something that is kind of crazy about this is that this is from 2003 or so. I was born in 2003. This trailer, well, animatic pilot, predates my own existence from what I understand. I wasn't even born, or I was still shitting myself at this point in time. 2003, this is a 20-year-old pilot. Just think about that for a second. 20-year-old pilot. The thing is, I don't see anybody who's opposed to the show coming out. Seth Kearsley really seems to be pushing for the show, and I don't see any reason why the show can't come out at this point. I mean, obviously, I think some changes would have to be made since, that would be coming out in the 2020s and not the early 2000s. But, the entire Xehanort trilogy is over. It's been over for a while now, since 2017. I think the series would be the most profitable it would have been outside of 2003. I mean, Y2K is definitely in at this point. 2000s nostalgia is all the rage. I mean, have you been on TikTok? Come on, man. Also, if Disney doesn't want this to have any effect on the Kingdom Hearts 4 story, it doesn't need to. Again, there doesn't need to be any sort of, effect it has on that. Because again, the Xehanort trilogy, it's over. It's over. But if Disney does want this to tie into Kingdom Hearts 4, and they do want that brand synergy, knowing how long Square Enix games take to come out, we're probably 2 or 3 years away from the next Kingdom Hearts game. So by the time that the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out in maybe 2025 or so, the story can catch up at that point if they wanted to. Again, if they wanted to. I wish I had more to say about the animatic, but I really just don't. I mean, it's literally what I was expecting. Literally exactly what I was expecting. There's not really anything new in this that I wasn't expecting. It's just cool to see how it works. How it works in an animatic form. According to Seth Kearsley, he hasn't played the games past the first one, and he said that he's not completely at least what I got from him was that he's not completely opposed to slightly changing the story to make it make more sense. And I think we all kind of want that. Listen, if they adapt all the Kingdom Hearts games as is, I think it would be weird and kind of Like, again, like, one of the games is literally just a remixed version of the other one, and then there's another game that's like a remixed version of that, and it's just complicated and convoluted. And I think we just want a simpler story that makes sense, that we can easily digest. Like, realistically, the only thing that I want in this show that I don't think might happen is that I want Cloud, and I want, Tifa, and I want Aerith in this show. And I'm really not sure that that's gonna happen, but like, I've only gotten into Kingdom Hearts recently because of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna be in this show if it ever does come out, but like, I genuinely think that this show might have a chance of getting greenlit at this point, or at least an alternate version of it. Like, at this point, I'd say that I'm like 50% sure that this, at least an interpretation of a Kingdom Hearts cartoon is gonna come out at some point, or anime. I really don't care. I just want something Kingdom Hearts that isn't a game. I want something outside the games for once. I don't think a movie's the right, route to go with it. I mean, it could be cool, but again, a show is like the perfect route to go. I mean, Disney Plus needs content at this point, and I mean, after the dog shit show She-Hulk, you need something. I mean, you need something.